Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Shagun Navada, the founder of shagunnavada.in, which offers online courses in transaction monitoring, money laundering, and various other risk-related roles. If you're interested to take up online classes in anti-money laundering, then you can WhatsApp me or call me on the number which is displayed there, and I'll be more than happy to help you. I have also started video generation from pictures using artificial intelligence, which would be 5 second or 8 second video. If you are interested to take these services, you can contact me on the same number. Today, let us take a look at what are the recommendations of the FATF, Financial Action Task Force, on money service businesses, which usually offer foreign exchange services or remit money from one point to another point, usually cross-border transactions. So the FATF guidance or recommendations or requirements, as you may say, is nothing but the business should be registered first. The business should also be compliant with the local regulatory authority, which looks into the finances of that particular country or the region. The business should operate from a commercial premises. The business should also have its own KYC and CDD procedures in place so that they know who are the customers and who are remitting money on a regular basis. The other requirement is that they have to conduct regular checks on the transactions which are passing through their establishment, and also report suspicious activity to the relevant authorities if at all they see that yes, there is something suspicious going on in the account. The other recommendation or the requirement, as you call it, is that whenever the authorities require some kind of information or data from these particular businesses, it should be readily available. They should not go out, search for this. I mean, basically, there should not be any kind of a time delay. So these are the requirements of the money service businesses to comply with the international regulations, which are set by the Financial Action Task Force. So apart from the Financial Action Task Force requirements, there might be some local or regional regulations as well, which come into picture. So as a bank, you need to ensure that the regional, local, country-specific regulation and the FATF regulations are followed by that particular. Uh, Now the question is, even after you have electronic funds transfer facility, you have UPI, you have a lot of kind of digital payments, then why do generally people use money service businesses? Yeah, you can just pick up their smartphone and transfer money across the world anywhere. So usually they do it because money service businesses offer a good amount of foreign exchange compared to the banks or other establishments. So that is the reason they prefer money service businesses. The other thing is that obviously, if you think from an investigator point of view, it is basically to hide the source and origin, the source and destination of funds, basically. Yeah. So of course they have their own KYC here when they are transferring from point A to point B, but from point B we would not have any information as to where the money is going. Is it being used to fund terrorism activities? Is it being used to fund purchasing of drugs, or could be any kind of a criminal activity, right? So we don't know what is the ultimate usage of the funds. The other people who commonly use money service businesses are people who are working in military, yeah, or who are servicemen in the military. That is usually because they will be money service businesses set up within the cantonment, and there will be a person who will be actually facilitating money service through either legal means or illegal means, which I explain to you later. But yeah, so they do not have to go out of their cantonment. They have the trust factor, whether they sent it legally or illegally, which will come to know. And yeah, so there are a lot of other people who are confined to their areas, who are not allowed to go outside, who are not allowed to carry their maintain a smartphone for that reason, who are usually connected to some kind of a government service. So these individuals generally tend to use money service businesses. Now, what is informal money transmission service, or like I explained, I told you before, illegal way of transferring money. So basically there will be individuals within the military camp or within the society, okay, so usually they are called gurkhas or pathans. The verbiage can change based on the location of that specific setup. But yeah, so there is a trust factor with these individuals. Like I told you, some of the government services, especially military and all, you do not have the privilege to use smartphones or go out of the cantonment to transfer money. So they have these people who take money from the individuals who want to remit the funds outside of the country to their home country, basically, or to their relatives, who you call it, or acquaintances. And that individual does the money transmission service. Now, as a bank, it's a very risky thing because, first of all, it's not regulated, it's not registered, it is unlicensed. Yeah, so there are a lot of risk factors involved. So as an investigator, if you see such transactions where there's a lot of money coming, usually once in a month, and it's going out of station, yeah, to a particular individual, and then these are repeated individuals. You know, every month there's the same individual sending similar amount of money uh, to the other third parties. Then obviously the account is being used for informal value transmission services or illegal money transmission business. So obviously, as an investigator, your first thing is that it is not licensed and there's no way they can do business. It's a very big risk to the bank. So you would obviously prefer reporting this particular customer or the account itself. You can also use technology these days. You can use Google Street View or any kind of Google searches or extensive searches to figure out whether that particular individual is actually doing money service business or not. But the pattern of transactions, I think, is enough for you to make a judgment that yes, this particular account is being used for money service, informal or illegal money service business. The other, usage of technology, screenshots from Google Street View, will be just an added advantage. It will add weightage to the case. So yeah, that is what I wanted to discuss about money service business. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourself. See you until next time. Bye for now.